Buongiorno e benvenuti. In Italian, depending on who it is that you're talking to, you will speak in a different way. We do this in English as well, but we usually change our register through the use of vocabulary and tense. In Italian, we use a different pronoun and verb form or conjugation when we address people formally rather than informally. This can take some getting used to, but with practice it will become more natural. It's an important part of communicating in Italian, so be mindful of who it is that you're speaking to, your relationship to that person, and what conjugation you use as a result. The informal covers those who are close to you, and especially those with whom you're friendly or who are family. So pets certainly belong in this category. Your friends and often people your own age, especially if you're meeting them in an informal environment or situation, such as a party. Those who are younger than you and little children, and people in your family. And these are all people that you would talk to generally in an informal way. The formal is used with strangers in formal situations specifically, and people with important titles and those who hold power, you would absolutely use the formal with. People in service positions, so with that waiter above, and also teachers, we'll see. And this is by no means cut and dry, but if you feel like you should be using the formal speech, then you should start out a conversation doing so. And if the person that you're talking to wants you to switch it up to informal, they'll let you know. And they'll say, diamoci del tu. Diamoci del tu. And that's essentially saying, let's use the tu form. And that moves us on to the different pronouns that we use to address the informal and the formal you. In English, regardless of whether you're speaking to somebody formally or informally, we use the same pronoun to address them, you. In Italian, this pronoun will change depending on who you're speaking to. So if that person fits into an informal category, we use the word tu. Tu. On the other hand, if the formal should be used, we use the word lei. Lei. And the L in this pronoun is always capitalized. And that's really important because if it's not capitalized, then there's a possibility that it will be the pronoun she. So you just want to be able to make that distinction. And just as a note, this all deals with you in the singular form. The plural form doesn't differentiate often between the informal and formal. So for now, just be comfortable using voi, which means you all. There is a formal plural form, but it's fallen into a certain amount of disuse. You might learn it later, but for now, just stay concentrated on using voi if you're working in the plural. So here we have some phrases that translate as the same thing, but are used first in the first column, or the second column really, in the informal sense and with the formal conjugation or sense in the second column. Hello, ciao. What is your name? Come ti chiami? Where are you from? Di dove sei? How are you? Come stai? Goodbye, or see you later. Ciao, a presto, a dopo, etc. All of those are used separately. And you? E tu? So, for example, if you wanted to say, or somebody asked you, come stai? You could respond and say, e tu? And that would reflect the question back to them. On the other hand, when we're in a formal situation, we have to use different vocabulary, different phrases, and different conjugations to ask the same questions. So, hello, buongiorno, if it's in the evening, buonasera. What is your name? Come si chiama? Where are you from? Di dove? How are you? Come sta? Goodbye, arrivederci. Or, if you want to be very, very formal, arrivederla. And you? E lei? So, somebody has just asked you come sta, you respond, and then you want to ask them, you can respond e lei. That's all for that. So, grazie e buon lavoro.